Joffrey. Hello, everybody. Excuse me. How are you? Hope you guys had a fantastic lunch. And a couple of things I just want to share with you guys. Thank you for taking the time out of your very busy schedule to spend a few moments with me here on SML TV. Before we begin, as is my custom, I love to suss out the terrain, boy. I'm just trying to work out the landscape. That's what I'm trying to do. Okay. Hey, everybody. Did you have a good lunch? You got to make sure you're on. There's nothing worse than you're on, but you're really not on. I've had a few deals where I think I'm talking. I think you can hear me, but nothing's coming through. Guys, thank you so much. Hey, Paula Scott, I see you. We got some regulars. Paula Scott, bless you. Thank you. Who is that? Zach? Is that Zach? No, that's Jos K. Zambia. Hello. How are you? Thank you for taking the time. Thank you so much. Hearing it from you. Hearing it from me. What are you hearing? Hello, everybody. Oh, I usually use my mouse. Okay, let me do some affiliate marketing here for a moment. Do you guys know what affiliate marketing is? Affiliate marketing is when you promote a product that doesn't belong to you. So, for example, if I affiliate market the Shure mic, this is called the Shure's, I think it's called the Shure's M17. Don't quote me, though. The box is in my closet. If I market this product, it doesn't belong to me, but I market it to you, that's called affiliate marketing, and I get paid for it. I'm not saying Shure's pays me for this. That was an example, okay? Shure's mic does not pay me to say this. That was just an example. Because, in Zambia, you have to explain all of that. Otherwise, people will misquote you. And we don't want that. Hey, who is that? Den? Thank you so much. Here it is. Let me just throw this up here. Let me do some affiliate marketing. What was I saying? I was saying something. Goodness. All right. I'm going to talk about I was going to mention this. I use StreamYard, which is a live streaming service. In my opinion, it's one of the best live streaming services out there. Of course, Facebook has its own version, and Facebook's version is very good. Actually, it is. It's just I'm used to StreamYard, and I love it. I can throw out my texts. It's a really good tool when you're teaching online, and it's fantastic. Anyway, I use StreamYard. You see my little logo here? It says SML TV. It's too small. I've been asking my son if he could, enlarge it for me. He's busy at university. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, I use the Rodecaster Pro. Okay, I use that to come to you. And thank you so much. Regardless of where you're watching me from today, if you are in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, the only reason I start with Baton Rouge, Louisiana, is because that's my old stomping ground, and I have a very, very soft spot for Baton Rouge. I lived there for several years. Of course, I grew up in Zambia most of my life, but I spent a good portion of my life in the beautiful city of Baton Rouge. And so if you're watching from New Orleans, Bossier City, Plaquemine, Bogalusa, I think Bogalusa is in Mississippi. I could be wrong. I think it's in Mississippi. If you're watching from Australia, Melbourne, Australia, Sydney, Perth, Bogota, Colombia, Belize, Cape Town, South Africa. There's a place over there in Cape Town called Ghost Town. Some of you regulars are going to be saying, "Oh, Simon, we've been through this a billion times. Could you just begin, for goodness sake?" All right, let's begin. Guys, a couple of things I want to talk to you about. First thing is Iris Kaingu. She's on media again. For those of you that do not know who she is, let me just bring you up to speed. Iris Kaingu is a socialite. She's a Zambian socialite. And she's very controversial in the sense that she loves to show her body off a lot. Okay. Her recent gig was when she showed up at a perfume launch completely bare-breasted. I mean, we saw everything. Okay. And of course, she has other credentials that are obvious. But here's the thing, and she's a very staunch supporter of the Patriotic Front, which was the former administrative regime, and we removed them, and we've brought in the UPND government. But anyway, back in those days, when the PF when they were in power, Iris Kaingu sort of aligned herself with the PF, and she identified with the PF. In fact, in the last election, she was nominated. She was the nominee, the parliamentary nominee of a constituency somewhere in. Remind me in the comments. I forget where it was. Well, that was her selection as potential MP. In and of itself was controversial because people were worried that Now, don't get me wrong, Iris is educated, okay? She's a very smart girl in terms of she's qualified. She went to college, she's got a college degree, she's an educated lady, okay? The only thing, though, is that her personal antics sort of get in the way of who she could potentially be. That is to say, she's had so many little scandals that her education is eclipsed by all of those scandals. In fact, nobody ever talks about Iris's degrees. And yet that's something that if you're smart, that's something that people should be talking about. If all people talk about is your naked body, your nipples, your breasts, your sex videos, your porn videos, if that's all they talk about, then that's how you want the world to view you. Remember, guys, as social media personalities, and I learned this a long time ago, you teach your audience how to speak to you, how to relate to you, how to view you. It just depends on what you put out and how you put it out and how consistently you do that. Anyway, my point is, Iris's devotion to the PF is a bit confusing because at this juncture, in this dispensation, Iris saying, no matter what, PF, we're going to bounce back in 2026. Well, that's a bit foggy, isn't it? And I'll tell you why. We are in 2021. We are standing on the precipice. We're standing on the ledge of 2023. We have a good 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got a good 3.5 years left before the next general election. My encouragement, and I know you get tired of me saying this, but I have to say this. If all you're thinking about is 2026, honey, you're going to live a miserable life. Do you know that right now you are as young as you will ever be? Right now. Live your life now. Don't fast forward your life and think everything's only going to be okay in 2026. My point is, live your life now. Don't be preoccupied with things that haven't happened yet. Love now. Live now. Why wait till 2026 to be of any significant contributor? So when I hear Iris's blind, and I call it blind devotion, because we all know the PF are not coming back. And the reason I say that is because Zambia does not have a history of that. You can go all the way down from 1964 to the present. You will never find any regime in our history books that left power and regained it. We don't have that track record. So because we don't have it, it's highly unlikely that it will happen. Okay? So let's, you guys UPF guys need to wrap your brain around that. Secondly, as I always say, the most important thing that you guys can do right now is elect a president. If you can do that, then maybe you get to the next step. So Iris's devotion to the PF is it's a bit crazy, if you ask me. All right, next. President Joe Biden takes a closer look at Elon Musk. Do you know who Elon Musk is? Elon Musk is a multi-billionaire. You know, he heads Tesla, the electric cars. He does SpaceX. He's got satellites all over Earth's orbit. You know, he does several different things. He's got that cyber truck that's coming out. Very innovative young man. He recently, Elon Musk recently bought social media giant Twitter for $44 billion. I mean, massive. And as you know, Twitter is a juggernaut in the social media space. Now, Joe Biden, the president of the United States, has just said that Elon Musk has to be taken a closer look at. Why? Because Joe is concerned about Musk's foreign ties, Musk's foreign relationships. Now, this is the issue. Anytime you hear a president talk like that, it is a national security issue. It just shows you how powerful social media is. When social media is not looked at carefully, it's disingenuous for you to think that social media is insignificant, especially when it comes to issues of national security. And again, I have to tie this in. Guys, whenever you have a foreign national that attempts to set the agenda of a sovereign nation, problem. That's where the problem is. Joe Biden doesn't have anything personal against Elon Musk. It's a national security issue. Elon Musk is an American, okay? He lived in South Africa for a little bit, but he's an American. The only thing Joe Biden is concerned about is the issue of national security. And I'll say it again. Zambia, listen to me. Read between the lines. When you have a foreigner, okay, that attempts to set the agenda for a foreign nation, for a sovereign nation. Let me say that again. When you have a foreigner that sets the agenda of a sovereign nation, problem. So don't take it lightly when you have these people from other countries that are so entrenched in your affairs as a country. I can think of a guy right now. He's a Nigerian man, but he's so entrenched in Zambia's dealings, Zambia's political system, that he infiltrates your mind on how you view your own country. That's dangerous. Are you hearing that? Is that clear? That's my point. That's the point I wanted to make. As soon as I heard that, I was thinking, I don't blame Joe for saying that. I don't. You know, I think that anytime you have national security issues, you should be worried. You should be concerned. Of course, I don't think that Elon Musk is a threat. I mean, I think Elon Musk is a good guy. But, you know, it's better to cross all the T's and dot all the I's, is all I'm saying. Okay. Anita Grace, thanks. Hey, guys, have a good one. Bye.